All righty, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We got a special episode, something we've been working on in the background. I've been working on it a little bit. Chris, you've been kind of doing stuff for the last couple of years. You've got a nice D&D group you do nowadays.
Yep.
We actually, for those of you who don't know, we actually played Dungeons and Dragons about 2 years ago online.
5.
What?
5 years.
5 years ago? We played 5 years ago?
2018, man. Yeah.
No.
5 years. Yes, sir. It's been 5 years. Man. Me,
so,
you, Devin / Ron, Dylan, Dew, and Herbert.
Yep. And we had a nice little group going, and we had a lot of fun. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to. No, I will see comments, won't I? If somebody joins, yes, okay, I will see comments.
Yep.
Although StreamYard broke yesterday in our War Room episode, and it stopped giving me comments. So,
oh wow, nice.
Yeah, it was terrible. Anywho's, so we played. We had a great time. We just trying to remember why we ended up just scheduling. Scheduling is our number. Whatever you get.
Oh, it always is.
It's always trying to schedule, and everyone trying to schedule, and then.
And it's not that anybody can or anybody can't. It's just the thing that is always the most difficult to.
Yeah.
Especially
actually,
with
at one
remote,
point, if you go back on my channel, probably before we even did things, so it was like 7 or 8 years ago. I was actually running a group on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I was running 4 different groups with different things, and I just, took a break, and we played, and we had fun doing it for a while, and then I don't know if I just got burned out or we just decided to call it an episode. I think me and you were ready to go, but it's just hard to find dedicated players. Everyone comes in.
It's hard to get the schedule. I mean, when no slams or anything, and I know the reasons why behind, but we tried again about 3 years ago, and we were going to get Ron Juckett and his wife Sarah and Philip Reynolds to join, but then Philip, he kind of bailed out, and it just never gelled. It just never gelled.
Yeah. It's a problem of just getting schedules to work and gelling, like you say. And then once you do, getting that commitment, right? It's just, if we decide, Wednesday night at 7:00.
And that's why short sessions are good for something like this.
Yeah.
So that way you only have to get someone to be like, I can do this for the next 5 weeks.
Right.
Yeah.
So, it's just one of those things that after a while, Wednesday, I just can't make it because I got something else. And then all of a sudden, you were short staffed. And then it gets to be like, well, if there's only going to be 2 people and me, then
it's kind of tough to throw everybody in the magic wheelbarrow and,
Right. That's why I think getting a commitment for people would be very good and helpful. I know when we played it,
got a lot of players in our community. We do.
There's a lot of people I think that will join and play and maybe be interested.
Yeah, Big Clue, Tim D, they play. There's a bunch of others. It's just a matter of making it work for a few weeks. That's all.
Yeah.
Tim Zales, Viper Dave, what's going on, guys?
Oh, see, I'm not getting any. Oh, there they are. Oh, they just popped in. Tim Zales, how you doing? Vapor Dave, good to see you guys. So then I've been on the backside thinking, I actually played Descent the other night on my channel, which is basically Dungeons and Dragons without the DM. And I was like getting back in the mood to maybe do a little whirling and durling. And so I looked to see what's out there. Like for the last time we got together, it was 5th edition we did, right? 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons.
You were the one that got me into it. I had been playing some homebrew games that the gaming group was working on, and we tried 3.5 once or twice, but we were really working on their games. But you're the one that got me into Dungeons and Dragons, and I was like, yeah, okay, I'm digging this.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good time. We had a lot of fun when we played. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it just didn't last very long. So there's of course, you can go all the way back and play Dungeons and Dragons 3.5 still. I know there's still some people that love that edition.
Mm-hmm.
There's obviously in my drawer right here, I have all of the Dungeons and Dragons 4th edition books because I was one of the few people that migrated from 3rd edition to 4th edition.
Yes, Chris
and
Perkins.
Everyone in my group that wanted to stay in 3rd edition that had bought into 4th edition, we traded books. So I have like 3 or 4 copies of like all the books. Because I'm like, I'm not going to keep my 3.5 edition because I'm going to move up to the 4. I think 4th edition is good. I really do. I always said it was really good.
I've never played it, so I don't have any experience either way. A lot of people just thought it was
just so
different.
Exactly. It's just so different.
Because Chris Perkins, he was trying to really move it in a different direction, and a lot of the diehards were just like, nope.
Yep, that's exactly it. They wanted, and the funny thing is, a lot of the mechanics that go into 5th edition are offshoots of what they added in 4th edition.
Yes.
So they went back to the core mechanics, and then they took some of the stuff that 4th edition tried to add in that people were like, no, and they made 5th edition. So, anyways, then of course we have Pathfinder, which you can see right here.
Yep.
So I've been on the loop for a while, and I'm going to be the first one to admit it. But back in the day, I never really played Pathfinder because I had already invested in 4th edition, 3rd edition. I didn't want to invest anymore. But I had looked at it, I had researched, I had analyzed it, and it looked like a really good system. So obviously, we're talking about 2nd edition now that came out in 2019. Is that what it was?
I believe, and 1st edition was out for 10 years before that. So, I mean, it's not like it's a fly-by-night kind of thing. And that's one thing about, like, because they're the big two, I would venture to say Dungeons and Dragons and Pathfinder. It's not that it's divisive, but with all of the literature that comes into the games, you got to choose a path.
Yeah. Well, there's as I've been researching and deciding what do I want to do, how do I want to do this, right? There's a lot of factors that go into it. There's a lot of factors that go into a decision. It's not just a simple, are we going to play 5th edition? Are we going to play Pathfinder 2nd edition? Are we going to go back and play Pathfinder 1st edition? Whatever. So I've been researching. I've got some tools I want to show you and introduce to Chris and you guys out there. Obviously, if you're a Pathfinder person, you probably know about all these websites and you probably have seen these things. But these are all brand new for us. So before we make any commitments, I wanted to find out what is out there. Now, with all that said, there is a huge, and I'm talking about mammoth, controversy going on in the RPG community right now with what's going on with Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro and everything. And I'm not going to get too much into details with that.
Yeah.
But basically, Hasbro has had 4 or 5 bad months. Let's just say that.
They're making decisions that they think is best for their company, and they're moving in a different demographic direction than what Dungeons and Dragons traditionally has been.
Yeah.
And they're just, I don't know. Folks just aren't getting along.
Yeah, I mean,
basically
it's just when you announce something and you tell somebody, and then the next day you take it back and announce something, say something. Oh, that's not what we meant to say, and that was like the first thing, and then the second thing was they were going to increase the price on all their stuff, and so, anyways, I'm not. Here's the thing.
Say for me, I've already got my 5th edition library So I'm always going to be a fifth
Right.
edition player going
Right.
forward. I probably won't get much more. I don't
Right.
need much more.
What I was going to say is, I mean, I've got some fifth edition stuff. If I decide to do and play fifth edition, that's fine. And I got what I've already need, and I just won't, like you said, I won't need to buy too much more.
Yeah. Yeah.
The reason I'm doing the investigation in Pathfinder 2 is because I have 0. I got nothing in Pathfinder. Right?
Same here. Yep.
So I actually, that's not true. I'm not going. I'm going to be 100% upfront with everyone. 2 days ago, I went and bought the core rule book PDF online because I'm like, if I'm gonna do this, whether I choose to go with Pathfinder 2 or not, I should at least have the core rule book. So I
Has
ended
some
up
kind of a
going and
working
buying
knowledge.
it online.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so I have that, and I've actually been looking at it, reading it.
And I totally forgot I've got it in my Google Drive along with a few other Pathfinder 2e stuff. So I've actually got it too. I was like, whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Totally forgot.
We've been kind of emailing and talking about if we want to get back into this. And I said, you know what, we should probably just do a live stream where I've watched 20, 25 videos this weekend, and where people talk about the differences between 5th edition and second edition of Pathfinder. And here's obviously there's a lot of things that go into decisions, as I just said. But here's when I see other YouTubers out there, and I'm again, if you want to play 5th edition, I'll play 5th edition with you. I have nothing against 5th edition.
Oh, heck.
I'm not saying second edition's the best thing since sliced bread. Here's what I can say about when we play 5th edition. As the dungeon master, it was a very simple and easy game, which made it a very simple and easy game. That's it. Yeah. There wasn't a lot of complexity to it. There wasn't a lot of interest because there just can't do a lot with it because there's, and this was, you said it was 5 years ago, so 2018. So this is when, 5th edition was only a year or two old, so they didn't have 1,000 books, So, I mean, there wasn't that much, but I mean, it was a couple of years in. We had a bunch of the books, and it's just battle options and strategy options. And then second problem that I saw with it was the relationship between the environment / enemies and the players is not equal. What I mean by that is the players have an advantage over the environment and the monsters. And to make things challenging and difficult for the players, and this is, again, this isn't just me speaking, this is what I heard from 20 different people this weekend, is that D&D 5th edition is not designed to challenge the players at all. It's actually just a story mode for the players to play their characters.
That's up to the DM. Because I got to the point, it's been a while since I've run missions, campaigns, scenarios, arcs, but I had gotten to the point where I was able to figure out roughly what my guys could face and make it out with, and got to the point where I knew everything was going to be okay mathematically. I knew everything was going to be okay, and it was almost 2 or 3 players dead. Almost 2 or 3 players dead. But they made it.
Yeah, but you had to figure out what you had to actually bring to the table to challenge your players.
Oh yeah,
right?
You throw 3 or 4 goblins at them, it's going to be like one round
and
done.
Stuff that was already pre-designed and stuff. I mean, it's a joke what the players go up against, and it's just. Anyways,
but those are also made, and I got to tell you, I really think, and it probably should be that way with most of these games. I really think those are made for introductory new player kind of stuff, so that way they can really get the feel for it. I don't recall because I haven't looked at many of them recently, but it almost seems to me that there may have been options to make things more difficult, suggestions of things to add. But I really think that a lot of those, especially the low level stuff, are really just introductory stuff. So that way the players can take more time to learn how to play the game if you've got new players at the table. You know what I mean?
Well, absolutely, absolutely could be. Now, I'm coming from old school Dungeons and Dragons. I'm talking the old modules that used to come in like a little flip book. Remember, actual having a book in your hand with little, and then one of the 8.5 by 11 sheets would be a map and everything. It would have black and white text on it and everything. I know, crazy. It's that's what I'm coming from. News days, right? Where players were challenged, right? As a dungeon master, our job was just to put the challenge in front of the players and see how they can handle the challenge. Anyways, again, I'm not saying anything's wrong with 5th edition. I'm not going to get in that debate. I haven't played enough of it. I haven't played any Pathfinder 2nd edition, but here's what I will say. Everything I've seen and everything that I know about Pathfinder 2, I find very interesting. So I watched a lot of videos. If you go and just type in your Google or into YouTube, YouTube, and just say differences between 5e and 2e, the main difference that everyone talks about, there are several different things. It is the action economy.
Yes.
The action economy with Pathfinder 3 is basically you get 3 actions. And what you do with those actions, you can do anything. So you can do an attack, and then another attack, and then another attack. You can do a move, another move, another move. While in Dungeons and Dragons, 5th edition, you get a standard action, and you get a move action.
And a bonus action.
And a bonus action if your class has that ability.
And I play a wizard, and I find myself making sure that I have stuff to do as a bonus action, so that way, if I want to, I can take up all of the things, and I go out of my way to make sure that I can take that extra action on my turn, that bonus action. So I have to go out of my way to do that. Yep,
absolutely. So I think that's interesting because it frees up. It frees up actions for just let the player decide what they're going to do. And I think that just brings in more strategy into the game. Instead of saying you get one action, a standard action, and a move action. You can choose to use your move action. You can choose not to use move action.
Right.
With, like I said, with Pathfinder, they give you the option. You can choose whatever you want to do with your actions.
You can do 2 move actions.
Right. You can do 3 move actions. You can go move, move, move. You can do move, move, attack. Move, attack, move. Spell, move, attack. If, depending on how many actions it takes to cast a spell. A lot of spells cost 2 actions. Some of the easier spells cost 1 action. Anyways, we're getting way off track. We're here today. We're gonna look at a lot of the recommended sites and things that people say, oh, if you're new to 2nd edition, try this out, see what it's like. And so that's what we're going to do tonight. So we can get a gist of what we're dealing with. Is there something out there that's going to help us understand 2nd edition of Pathfinder? So without further ado, let's get into it.
Looking forward to this.
The screen. That's not what I wanted to do. There's what I wanted to do. So the first site we're going to look at is, and this one came highly recommended by most of the sites that I watched this weekend. It's called pathbuilder2e.com. And I wonder if I can get back to the
and you can get a Google Play app. Ooh.
If you can let's go, there we go. All right. So when you go to the front page, you can join the web builder or you can join the app. Now they are, as it says right here, please note they are separate versions. So you can't build one in your app and then use one on the, and
Gotcha.
then pull it up on the web. They are two completely different apps. And please note that the web and Android versions are separate products and require individual purchasing. So, anyways, we click on the web character builder, and let me tell you, I've made a couple characters. If we go to my, I think there's a way to go to create characters, or let's go to new character. We're gonna get started with the new character. Let's do that. Here's the. I've heard Pathfinder is tougher to GM. Let's talk about that first. I was going to bring it up, but since Tim brought it up, I'm going to talk about it before we actually get to the apps because I think it's super important to understand. 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons, like I said, is kind of what I would call the basic role-playing game. There's some meat there, but it's not super involved, super detailed. Pathfinder is I wouldn't say the exact opposite, but on the other end of the spectrum, from what I understand. It is very complex, but in a very logical and thoughtful way. So, like, you have to know a lot of information. Like for example, instead of giving all the descriptions and everything of a character, what they'll do is they will just put a character into a certain classification, and so you have to know what those classifications, like undead, right? So like when you fight a skeleton, it's going to say undead, blah 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 blah, and it's going to be in several different categories, and so you have to know what the category undead, what does that mean, right? So it's one of these games where you have to have a learning curve to understand it, but once you figure it out, it makes it easier to play. That makes sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you learn how to do something more often. Repetition is the key to insanity. You just get better at it the more you do it.
Absolutely. Yeah. I got to move this back out of the way. There we go. So I'm not going to get like super involved in all of this, but what I can say is like, the cool thing about building a character, Chris, and you have never built a character with 2nd edition, correct?
No, I'm looking at the same screen that you are, and this is the first time I've looked at it. So yeah.
So what I understand is you just do the ABCs for the characters.
Okay.
And what it says, okay, what does that mean? ABC is A is your ancestry. So you start off with your ancestry. Your ancestry is what? Your race. It's your race. So if you're going to start with the character, you start with A, which is your ancestry, and you're going to choose an ancestry. Right at the top here, there's human, and if we click this, it'll actually show us all of the common races. Now, here's the cool thing. Of course, these are your dwarf, elf, gnome, halfling, and human, your basic Dungeons and Dragons characters. And there's the OG. He's in here. Devin says, I'm done with D&D and Pathfinder. Made the move to the OSR a couple years back, and that's what I played ever since. Specifically Dungeon Crawl Classics. There you go. There's your answer right there. The OG. He's a wise man. He would know it. He would tell us. He wouldn't lie to us, would he? No, he wouldn't.
No.
But here's the cool thing, and this is what I find with Pathfinder, is that is just the common races, right? You go to uncommon, there's another list of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 40, 15 races for uncommon. They are Azaki, Catfolk, which are basically like
Tabaxi.
Like what?
Tabaxi from Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but okay.
Skyrim.
Okay.
It's okay.
Fletchlings, which I think are like
kobolds, maybe.
Yeah, I think they are like kobolds.
It says they know draconic and under.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was some kind of like dragonic race. So yeah, maybe like a koboldy type of creature.
Yeah.
We have gnolls. I love gnolls. They're basically like hyena people. We have Gripply, which are.
I'm not sure what that is.
I'm not sure about those guys either, but Hobgoblin, Kasume, I think are those the plant people?
I think so. No, they can change shape.
Oh, those are the shape changers. That's right.
Okay.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
So there's as you can see, there's just we're not going to like cover every little detail, but you can see there's a lot of uncommons, and that's just uncommons. There is rare. There is another list of rare here, and we can click on all. You will see there are all the different races you can play as, which gives you a lot of options. If you wanted to play a lizard folk creature or an orc or a rat folk, rat folk. Now, how many of us have dreamt about playing like a rogue rat folk? You know, being on the other end, you can actually play as a skeleton. Oh, and here's what I was talking about up at the top. You can see the keywords up at the top here: skeleton and undead. And obviously everything is hyperlinked. So when I click undead, it tells me what it does. Once living, these creatures were infused after death with negative energy and soul corruption, evil magic. When reduced to 0 hit points, an undead creature is destroyed. Undead creatures are damaged by positive energy and are healed by negative energy and don't benefit from healing effects. So that's what the undead trait is. So once you understand that trait, anything that has undead, you can then, I got it. It has negative energy and it heals itself, or, positive energy will hurt it. So lots of options with ancestries, as you can see. Lots of, a lot of these races we haven't even, know anything about or anything. So that's kind of cool. The next thing is, of course, B, which is your background. A, ancestry. You choose your ancestry. You choose your ancestry. Now, here's the other cool thing: is each. So, what I want you to do, Chris, is choose an ancestry. Choose anything.
I've chosen gnome.
All right, I'm going to choose catfolk. All right, I'm going to accept that. I'm going to choose the catfolk. Now,
you said something about starting a new character. Where did you go to do that? Because I have my stats filled in and I want it blank.
Oh, if you go to menu.
Okay.
And click on character, new character.
Okay. Get started. Okay, so let me go and pick the gnome. Well, it's still got stuff in it.
The other thing the other thing that personally bothered me as a dungeon master is I've never liked how game systems have handled characters' starting stats. Right. I grew up way back in first edition Dungeons and Dragons where we would roll 3d6 6 times, and whatever score you rolled is what you got. Right.
In
order. Then they come out with, you could roll 4 dice and choose the best 3. And then there was roll 8 times and choose the best 6 numbers. And there was all kinds of combinations. So I've gone and I've seen every combination up until now. The way Pathfinder does it, I actually love it. It says your base stats are 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, right across the board. Everything is a 10. And then whatever you choose gives you bonuses in certain stats.
Gotcha.
So, like, if you now look at your character that you just chose, you will notice
has some trained.
Just below where it says level, there's 3 things. It says stat ability, skill training, and class skill. Right on that, it says heritage.
Okay.
You're going to click that, and based upon what race you choose, you now have a special feat that you can assign to your character. I can be a flexible catfolk. I can be a clawed catfolk. I can be a jungle catfolk. I can be a 9 lives catfolk. I can be a winter catfolk. I'm going to be a sharp-eared catfolk. Except now it'll tell you what it's going to do in the description. It's going to give me a +2 circumstance bonus to locate undetected creatures that you can hear within 30 feet. As long as you're aware of a creature via sound once per round, your ears can help you pinpoint out other creatures and ability, blah, 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 blah. And I hit accept. All right. So you can see how just because you chose your ancestry, catfolk, right?
Yep.
You're going to be choosing feats that go along with that, and you're going to be doing all kinds of things. But again, we're just kind of showing you guys this app here right off the bat.
Yep.
We've got other things we're going to show you, which is going to be new tab. We're going to go to, where's the other? So this is a much easier, better Pazio. There we go. Let's go to Pazio. What, how you call it? Paizo. Sorry. You go to Paizo's website. You scroll about halfway down on the page. You will notice it's going to take you to. That's not it. Is that? No, that's not it. Where is it? It's right here. It's never been easier to unleash your hero. So we're going to click on this and take us to the Demiplane website, which will take you to app.demiplane.com. All right. So I'm just sharing with you guys the things that I've heard are things to check out. And if you're interested in Pathfinder 2nd Edition. So the first thing I would tell you, and I did all this over the weekend, is you will create an account on this site for free. And then what you will do is you will link your Pazio account over there. There is, you can see right here, it says, connect your Pazio account to unlock free PDFs from Pazio.com on Pathfinder Nexus books you purchase. Whenever you own a PDF purchased on Pazio, you get a discount. So what does all that mean? Right? So like if I go to my digital library, as I told you guys, this weekend I purchased the 2nd edition rule book. So if I want to incorporate that into my Pathfinder Nexus account, let's go back to the digital library here. There we go. You will notice that most of the things are like $35 or so. You can get a bundle over here for $463. And these will be all the different books that you will add so that you can use the information to create your characters on this site. You will notice, because I've already purchased the PDF from the Pazio site, it's only going to cost me $20 if I wanted to use that information on this site. It's only going to cost me $20. So a little bit of a discount to add that information in. But here's the cool thing is this is going to be Pazio's resource, almost like D&D Beyond, if you know of Dungeons and Dragons Beyond.
Yep.
Right. This is going to be the same thing for Pathfinder. Okay. And you can see they actually have other games as well as Pathfinder. But if we click on the Pathfinder and we come down here to create a character, bloop, and we're going to choose Pathfinder. And you can see I've already got a couple characters that I was messing around with. And I'm going to click on create a character. Now, of course, it's only going to show me the options for the books that I have purchased, right? So I have not purchased anything for this site. So like the last site we just looked at, it's got everything for free. It just shows you everything, right? This site doesn't show you anything, and you have to purchase the books. So, I mean, there's advantages and disadvantages to both. But let's get started, Chris. I'll build your character as you go.
Yeah, okay, you do that. Yeah, that'll work. I just don't have a Paizo account to sync, so it won't let me do it. So we'll just do it off of yours.
Oh, you don't have? All right, so let's just let's go ahead and get started here. So we need a name. Give me a name.
Hamtag the Odorous.
Hamtag the Odorous.
Yep.
All right, and we'll just grab a portrait. It doesn't really matter. Which one? Do you see any portrait you like?
Go for the orc.
Where's the orc?
Is that top row third? Is that an orc?
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Yeah, that's
That'll
actually
work.
looks pretty good. All right, so obviously
Yes.
first level, begin.
Begin.
All right, you can see the only options we're going to get are the free options that come in the game. Obviously, all these other classes we have to unlock by purchasing the books, right?
Now, if I recall hearing correctly, half orc is a heritage of human. So select
I
human.
believe that is correct.
Select
That is
human.
it's probably, yeah. So if we choose human, and you can see it says free, free, free,
Free.
free.
It's free.
Let's see if we go, gives us all the information. This is like, right on the book. It's like reading the pages of the book. Let's see if we can see anything here. It does not say.
I'd just go ahead with the human though. And if we can't do it that way, then I ain't worried about it. Go with the human.
Select human.
Yeah.
And then, here we go. Human heritage. So we got human heritage, which we can click on, which will bring up, here we go. Half orc.
Yes.
Right there. Select. So you can see this is a heritage feat that we can purchase for our character to make it different. Select that right there. Half orc you are.
Yes.
Nice. Now we also get a ancestral feat, which we have a bunch of choices. Let's see what we have. We have adapted cantrip. We have dragon spit. Oh, no, I'm reading the wrong ones. We need the blue one. Sorry. Cooperative nature. General training. Naughty. Obstinance. Your powerful ego makes it harder for others to order you around. We have natural ambition, natural skills, unconventional weaponry. You familiar yourself with a particular weapon?
I'm thinking unfamiliar weaponry.
Okay, so we'll select that.
Yeah.
And then you get 2 ability boosts. Because remember we said you get 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, right?
Yep.
Because you've chosen the human and you've chosen the half orc, you get 2 ability boosts. So you can choose, and they have to be different, as you will see. So what do you want to go into?
Well, I can't see your screen. I'm trying to find it in the book real quick.
What's your strength, dexterity, constitution, wisdom, intelligence, and charisma?
Oh, so we just get to pick 2?
Yes.
I'm going to go with strength and constitution.
Strength and constitution. Lovely.
Yeah.
All right. So that is our ancestry. Again, ancestry. Then we narrowed it down with our details. We then chose our human heritage feat, and then ancestry feat, and then your ability boost. And boom, you're done with your ABCs.
Cool.
Right? A is done. We go to B.
Right.
And you can see, I don't know if you can see, but ancestry's got a check mark. Like you've done everything successfully on that.
I see that. Cool.
Background. Let's go to background. What kind of background are you thinking? There is a million of them. What kind of character are you thinking about?
I'm thinking about a fighter.
Like a fighter. Okay, so like a background of like a street, somebody that lived on the street or somebody that's been trained. What are we talking about? Here's that's a out of tone, noble, money counter, a miner, a merchant, a brigand, a local brigand, keys to the destiny,
warrior,
hunter, warrior. Let's see, is there warrior? Warrior. Look at that, warrior.
Let's do warrior.
In your younger days, you waged in a battle as a mercenary, a warrior defending a nomadic people, or a member of a militia or army. You may have wanted to break out from the regiment structure of these forces, or you could have always been on independent, a warrior, as you now are. 2 ability boosts. One must be Constitution or Strength. The other one is free.
I'm going to take Strength and Wisdom.
I got to select Warrior. There we
Yeah,
go.
Strength and
Ability
Wisdom.
boost. There we go. Is going to be what?
Strength is the first one.
Strength. Boom. All right. And the other one can be anywhere
Wisdom.
other than Strength.
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Boom. All right.
Yeah.
And we got a big check mark again. Now,
Yay!
here we go. It's time for A. B is done. C. What does C stand for, Chris?
Class.
Class.
Got a lot of it.
So let's go to class.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of class are you going to be? We got a cleric, fighter, rogue, wizard. And obviously you can see there's a lot of other options which we have not unlocked because I don't have any of the books right now. But
Gotcha.
if you did have the extra books, you could be anything from a gunslinger. Yeah, that's right, a gunslinger, to a champion, a druid, an inventor, an investigator, a kineticus, a magnus, an oracle. There is ranger, sorcerer, summoner, swashbuckler, thaumaturge, and a witch. There's all kinds of classes. Oh my God, look at all the classes. But for us, we can only choose one of these. It's a fighter. Okay.
Fighter. Yes.
So we're going to select the fighter. So when we select the fighter, we have proficiency skill trainings. You can be proficient in athletics or acrobatics.
I'm strength based, so it'll be in athletics.
So we're going to train in that skill right there. Lovely. Key ability. Your key ability can either be strength or dexterity.
Definitely going to be a strength based.
Strength. So we're going to boost that. And then we get a second ability boost, which can be anything.
Constitution.
Constitution. Boom.
Yep.
All right. And then you get the attack of opportunity,
Ooh.
the shield blocker,
Mm-hmm.
and then you get to choose 3 skills to train on. So they are acrobatics, arcana, crafting, deception, diplomacy, medicine, nature, occultism, performance, religion, society, stealth, survival, thievery, and warfare lore.
I've already got warfare.
You actually got warfare lore and
Yeah.
intimidation and athletics. So you get 3 more. There's not. I was looking as I was calling them out. There's none that are strength based that you don't already have.
Let's go with perception.
There's no perception in this. There's performance.
Is there an awareness?
No,
there's no
there
awareness.
is no performance. There's no what?
Awareness.
No.
No. Huh.
No.
That's odd. Give me just a sec. I don't want to find.
Maybe you can't have those because you're not part of your class. Maybe. I don't know.
Possibly. I don't know.
It's a possibility.
Back up there. Let me just find skills and find a list real quick. Hold on. Page 232. Dear God, that's way down there.
You got to get your Pazio account.
Yes, I do. 32. Give me skills. Da-de-da. Skills, key ability, skill actions, general skill actions. I want my skills. Acrobatics, arcana, athletics, crafting, deception, diplomacy, intimidation, lore, medicine, nature. Let me do medicine.
Medicine? Okay, medicine. We'll train you in medicine. There you go. So you have 1 of 3.
Yeah, let's increase intimidation and athletics.
You already have intimidation.
So they can't, and it has to be new ones.
No, you can't increase it again.
Okay,
No.
all right. Let's take war.
Take. You're breaking up again. What?
Lore.
Still can't hear you.
I can't. What's up
I
with
can't.
that?
I can't.
Huh. Hold on a minute.
Yeah, give it a second to sync up, and you should be all right.
Yeah. Hello. Hello. Seems to be working on this end. That's weird.
Okay, go ahead.
Hear me?
I yes and no. I hear you, and then it like dies. So
Let me rejoin. I'll be right back. Leave studio.
he'll be right back. In the meantime, we'll just hang out together. So obviously, if you bought like the player's handbook, you would have a bunch of more choices for character classes and. I think he's switching his Wi-Fi, so we'll give him a second. Here he's coming back.
Is that better?
Oh, much better. Good Lord, yes.
Huh. Why didn't the other one? That's weird.
It will. It will time out.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Second one, do lore.
You already have Warfare lore. If you want to do lore again, I don't know how to do that.
Isn't there just a regular lore?
Wait a minute. Let me hit expand and see if it. I do not see a regular
Oh
lore.
no, lore warfare. Okay, so it's like a. All right, never mind.
Yeah, you get lore warfare. Yep. Yeah. So there's lore, and there's all different classifications
of lore.
Of the lore. Yours is warfare. That's what you're trained in. Yeah.
Let's do.
Hey, Dwayne, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you.
Gosh, I really don't know. Throw acrobatics in there. Why not?
Acrobatics. All right. Yeah. You got one more.
And let's do nature.
Nature. There you go. Farmland.
That'll work.
All right. So you got your 3. Now we go to our fighter feats, which can be double slice. It can be extracting slice, point blank shot, power attack, reactive shield, snagging strike, and sudden charge.
Let's see. Yeah, that feat fighter. Yeah, it doesn't break them down there. What is it again? I'm sorry. I had to listen. Read them back again.
Fighter feat with a double slice, exacting strike, point blank shot, power attack, reactive shield, staggering strike, and sudden charge.
Staggering strike.
So staggering strike is you combine an attack with quick grappling moves to throw an enemy. Throw an enemy somewhere. All right. That is that. And you've already boosted Constitution. We need 3 more ability score boosts for your class. For each class, you get 4 of 6. You can do. So right now you have 16 strength, 10 dexterity, 14 Constitution, 12 wisdom, 10 intelligence, and 10 charisma. That's what you have currently.
Let's do dexterity.
All right, so you're up to 12.
Let's do wisdom and charisma.
Wisdom is up to 14. Charisma is up to 12. So Your final stats will be 16, 12, 14, 14, 10, 12.
Okay.
I think we've got them all right. I think pretty sure. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Save the changes. Look at us go. You should be able to do this in there without having any of the, even if you don't have your account linked.
I'll play around with it. I'll play around with it and find out.
Okay. All right, so that's one site. Let's go to a couple more. So that's how to build. That's another one on building a character. So let's go to let's see. We're going to this one, right? Yes. I'm just want to make sure we're going to that one. Let's go on to this one. Let's go to this one, which is this is pretty interesting for dungeon masters, anyways, because it's building an encounter for your party. You're going to select how many party members there are, what their level is, and then select their difficulty you want to make the encounter, and it gives you a certain amount of points to be able to spend. That is called builder.pf2easy.com.
Builder.pf2easy.com.
Yep, builder.pf2.
Look how easy that is to find.
Yeah. So, cool, awesome way to, okay, we've got a party size of 4. And let's say their first level, we want to build a modern encounter. We got 80 points to spend. That's all we get. We get 80 points. And then I think you can actually build the encounter here. Let's see. I'm looking at, there we go. So here's all the different monsters that have level 1 as our 1 challenge rating. So if we wanted to I don't know. I haven't really messed around with this builder very much. It just came highly recommended. So
there's another one that you didn't mention to me earlier in the email, and I want to show you that. And a lot of 5e guys use it, but they have Pathfinder stuff on there as well. And that is, let's see, Donjon, DONJON .bin BIN .sh, and that should take you right to it.
All right, I'm there. I'm at something.
And down the left side, scroll down, you'll see a section for Pathfinder, and it's got power attack calculator, random generator, dungeon generators, and counter generators. So that's got some stuff for you as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, power. Yep. And it's still got some nice D&D 5th edition stuff as well. It's also got random in generator. Oh yeah.
This is something that I used for my 5e like crazy, and it really helps. But it's got Pathfinder stuff on there too. Yeah, it's great.
That's boom, random dungeon. There we go. Construct the dungeon. Holy cow, look at the size of this thing.
Yep.
Here's area 152. Oh my god. Oh, here's area 181.
If you just want to go with something and it tells you what traps are where and wandering monsters, room number, what could be in there, where they go. Yeah.
So there you go. A Pathfinder random generator for traps or for NPCs.
Yep.
We have
and then just basic fantasy stuff, fantasy name generator, random generator, medieval demographics calculator, treasure map generator, random in generator. I mean, there's a lot of stuff here that could be used. Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that one. All right, that's good. That's a good one to share. All right. I got to go to my email so I can get the rest of these now, or some of these anyways. So,
Pathfinder Society.
we'll get to that one. Hang on.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, well, here's obviously like, I don't know why I didn't have this one on my thing.
Yeah.
This is the official Pathfinder wiki. So Pathfinder is, as you all know, it's part of the OGL, the Open Gaming License.
Mm-hmm.
So all of Pathfinder First Edition, all of Pathfinder Second Edition, all of Starfinder, everything they own is online free of charge. So if you go to Pathfinder Second Edition, no matter what you're looking for, you can find out the information from this site. It is 2e.aonprd.com, or check out the Archive of Nethys. You can actually go through the process of creating a character as well and putting up all the information. Here's your ancestries we looked at earlier.
Yep.
Here's the old half-orc.
Wow.
Here's the feats that you can get from the half-orc. Here's the detail, information about the half-orc.
Okay.
You are, not. You can click on the equipment tabs. You can click on the spells. You can any of the rules. Let's just put it this way, because it's part of the OGL. They have to do this. They have to give you the information. You do not have to purchase anything from them.
No.
If you wanted to completely run your campaign from home, you could use this site to bring up any information. Give me a topic. Give me a monster. Give me something. Give me anything you want to know about.
Crossbow.
Let's find out all the information. There's a crossbow item that came out of the core rulebook, page 288. It is a ranged weapon. This ranged weapon has a bow-like assembly mount on a handled frame called a tiller. The tiller has a mechanism to lock the bowstring in place. It is 3 gold pieces. It does the damage of 1d8. It has a bulk of 1.
Takes
so
2
interesting
hands.
enough, everything in this game is given a bulk number.
Mm-hmm.
And you can carry so much bulk. You can only carry, I think, I'm trying to think, is it 7, 8 bulk is what you can carry? Something like that. Anyways, we also have the crossbow terror, which happens to be looks like a skill. It's a feat. It's a crossbow terror is a feat, level 6 feat. You're a dynamo with the crossbow. You gain a +2 circumstance bonus to damage with crossbows if the crossbow is a simple weapon. Also increase the damage die size for your attacks made with the crossbow by 1 step. As normal, this damage die increase cannot be combined with other abilities that alter the weapon's damage die. All right, so there you go. Crossbow it is. So, Chris.
Yes.
Here is something that you probably don't know about 2nd edition.
Yeah. I probably don't. Please.
Probably don't. I'm going to share with you another reason why Pathfinder 2E is interesting to me, because in Dungeons and Dragons, you played 5th edition. Do you remember how you get a critical hit?
You have to roll a natural 20, and then in combat, you double the dice before adding the modifier.
Correct. Absolutely. All right. So you roll a natural 20, you get a critical, you double the damage, you're good to go.
Yep.
Do you want to know how you get a critical hit in Pathfinder?
Please tell me.
Okay. 2 ways. You can roll a 20 on a 20-sided dice and get a critical hit that way. Or you can roll 10 higher than what you need for your difficulty class. So in Pathfinder, second edition, there are, every time you do something, there are 4 different levels of success. There is a critical failure, which is on the very bottom. Critical failures, Chris. Have you ever heard of critical failures before?
I have. That's when you roll a natural 1 and it's an automatic
In this
fail.
game, critical failure is if you roll a 10 less than your difficulty class. So let's say your difficulty class is you're jumping over a chasm, Chris. Your character, Odorous, Hamtag the Odorous, is running towards the cliffs. He's running towards the cliff. And I say there's a 20-foot chasm there in front of you. And you say, I've got 20 guys chasing me. I'm going to have to jump. Okay, the difficulty class is going to be 20.
20?
You're like, good Lord, I only have a +5 to my jump because I'm wearing heavy armor because that's what I do.
I roll a 17.
Excellent. You have succeeded because 17 plus 5 is 23. 17, 18, 19, 20,
22.
22. It's 22.
It's okay. I made it across.
But the difficulty class is 20. You still made it, right?
Yep.
So your difficulty classes are critical failure. You miss it by 10 or more. So let's say you would have rolled, say, a 3, Chris. Put a 3 on that die.
That would be, well, since it's handy, we'll just put that 2 on it.
2, that's fine. All right. And you add your 5. That's 7. The difficulty class is 20.
Right.
You've missed it by how much?
I have missed it by 13.
By 13. So you have 10 or more. So you have a critical failure, which means not only did you fail, you had a critical failure. So like if I was the dungeon master, like failure would be, okay, you make it over, you grab the other edge and then you just can't hold on and you fall down. Poof, okay. But a critical failure is you just boom into the other side wall and you're going to take a G6 of damage or something because you critically failed.
I could see it almost personally as stages of Indiana Jones at the beginning of Raiders of the Lost Ark. If you get a critical success, not only do you make it across, you don't lose a stride.
Right.
If you get a success, you make it across, but okay, hold on, get my balance, and that's the end of that turn.
Right.
If you get a fail, you're landing there and you got to pull yourself up.
Yep.
You get a critical.
You got critical failure, failure, success, and critical success.
If you've got a critical failure, now you fell.
Yeah. So the interesting thing with Pathfinder Second Edition is no matter what you're doing, you're going to have 4 levels of success, which means
That's cool.
Which means every time you go to do something, every time you get a +1, it matters now. Because you're not just trying to get a 20 every time on the dice. You're trying to get 10 higher than your result. If the enemy's got a 13 armor class, right? You can get a critical. Let's say you got a +6 to your attack, right? That's going to give you
17 or higher gives you
17 or higher is going to be a critical, right? But if you get a +1 because you flank them and you get another +1 because someone blind them, your chance to critical is gone up because you've got these extra bonuses. All right. So I just thought I would bring that up because I thought it was kind of important to know.
Definitely gives more possibility for story flair in the middle of combat, you know? Kind of like not only did you do this, or not only did you not do this.
Oh, yeah, here's another one. Are you ready for another one, Chris?
Oh, absolutely.
I don't think you are, because when you see this, your mind's going to explode.
Oh, no.
Your mind is going to explode. You just simply type in pf2.tools.
pf2.tools.
pf2.tools. And you're going to see pages and pages of tools for Pathfinder 2.
Let us see what we get here. Ooh.
So you have the Foundry VTT, which is their virtual tabletop. We have Monster Tools. We have Path Builder, which we've already looked at. There is the PF2 Easy Tool. There is Scribe Tool, a Template Tool, Monster Companion Tools, Arcane Mark. I mean, there's just, as you can see as I scroll down the list here, there's probably a list of like 20, 30 different apps that you can look at to help you with something.
Oh, she's got at least 60 of them here. That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's see.
That's awesome. Yeah. There's a lot. Wow. Penny for a tale. Unlikely compatriots explore portals across Galarian until paths cross with the cult of Norgorber.
I don't even know what they all do because I haven't gone into these yet, but I do know.
Wow, this is cool.
There's a lot of good ones here from what people say. You know, this is like another one of these sites that comes highly recommended. It's like, dude, yeah, I can handle that.
Wow. Okay. Definitely worth looking at. Hell, you're dude.
I have let's see, what is this thing? The Pathfinder Society. I think you wanted to show that off, right?
Yeah.
We should probably show that off again. That is paizo.com/Pathfinder Society.
Make sure I don't have it.
Explore, report, cooperate. Pathfinder Society is a worldwide fantasy role-playing campaign using the Pathfinder 2nd edition rule set. Take on the role of an agent in the Pathfinder Society, a legendary league of explorers, archaeologists, and adventurers dedicated to discovery and chronicling the greatest mysteries and wonders of the ancient world. It is $5.99 for a month. You have different scenarios and quests and you can participate in and bounties if you and your group are so inclined to do that. There is all kinds of different, you joined like different factions and tried to push your faction up the hierarchy of the chain, and actually Pathfinder goes and changes the history or creates things based upon how the different societies, what those different societies do and how prosperous they are. And
this will be a wonderful thing for groups that play primarily online and are really into social aspects, like social media kind of things where they can interact with I can see this as really being big in that kind of a demographic. This is pretty cool. I like that. That's neat. There's a lot of stuff.
All right. The next thing I'm going to show you, Christopher.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to show you is my virtual tabletop that, you know, I told you that I was thinking, oh, we'll just do Roll20 because that seems like a very popular site and it seems like it's web-based and it should be very doable for everyone to join in and play with.
Right.
Well, I came across a recommendation that you should check this out. And I'm like, all right, maybe I will. And I did. And now I'm like, wow, this is really, really good. I don't know. Can you see what I've got up on the screen here?
Foundry Virtual Tabletop.
Yeah. Can you see what I've got actually doing though? Can you see this, what I've got on the screen?
Let me fill okay, that's bigger. Oh, we have a map.
Yeah.
We have a map. We have a camp.
But here's the thing. This is what I found really cool.
Yeah.
You will notice that this little white is from me. I put it on the fire. So you can actually, and you can adjust the light, how much or little you want for the players. If you want it to go really big or really not this wide. So I'm thinking it's going to be a night, right? And the campfire is lit. Boom, just like that.
And we're not going to see, and we're not going to see out past that. No, that is cool.
Well, I mean, it'll be dark. You can see out past it. It'll just be dark, right? So like the creatures that are like hiding in the bushes that you guys can't see, but oops, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Is I have to switch back over here. So like these goblin warriors that come running out from the forest. See them? The cool thing about this, as opposed to some of the other virtual tabletops, is it comes with a bunch of the different games, rule sets, and everything already incorporated in it. So like if give me a monster, Chris. Owlbear, sure. Let's do Owlbear.
That's it.
All right.
Bears get a bad rap.
Actually, yes, there's an owlbear right there. Look at that. And it has all the detail and information. I can actually just take this and drop it right in.
Oh, that's
actually
cool.
A large
and that
creature.
Also shows that it's a large creature because it takes up the extra
and
square.
It has all the stat blocks and everything from the creature already incorporated in the game. I can actually watch this, Chris. I'm going to go in and because I like you so much, I'm going to find an image. I'm going to find an image of an owlbear. You let me know which one. Which one do you think is good?
I really like top row, number 3.
This one. Yeah, that is a nice picture, right?
Yeah, that's it.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take a screenshot of this picture right like this. Lovely. Lovely stuff. I'm going to simply move that screenshot I just took. I'm going to cut it out and I'm going to put it on my desktop here into my creatures folder. And paste it in there. There we go. Lovely stuff. You follow along with me?
I am. All
right. And then I just simply go back here and I say, oops, that's not what I wanted. I want to go to the owlbear token. Update token. No. Sorry, I'm new at this. Don't yell at me. I got to go to appearance and then update token. No, that's not it either. Hang on. It is sign token. No, that's not it. Identity.
No pressure. No pressure.
Where is it? Where is it? Oh, maybe it's configure. So no, I already looked at configure. Sheet. No. Where is it? Oh my god, I did it like 3 times. As you can see, I have the goblins already done. Look at my goblins. Yeah. My goblins look great. Why can't I find the oh, right there. There we go. I have to click the little picture.
I select
I select choose file and I say
there it is.
This one. And then I say select the file and look at we got an owlbear.
Nice.
And it's all ready to go, already incorporated, and the owlbear comes charging out of the darkness. And all the things. And the cool thing about it, like I said, is it's got all the information, it's got all the details. I don't need to input anything, is what I'm saying, right?
Yeah,
so if this guy goes to attack. Watch this, Chris. Right? You can see here's our little chat log. I can have the owlbear do a strike attack. And roll plus 14. And he rolled a d20 plus 14, rolled a 21. And then if I wanted to do damage, boom. 1d10 plus 6, 15 points of damage. And
That
so all
seems
this is
very
hyperlinked.
familiar to another system that we've used in the past, as
Yeah,
far as the
it's
way it
very
kind of
similar.
works.
It's very similar-ish to
But
Fantasy
but
Grounds.
it
Yeah,
seems easier. It
yeah,
seems easier.
it's very simple.
Yeah.
Here's like what I was talking about earlier about learning the things about the monsters. You see how clear and concise and not cluttered this is, right? And that's
Yeah.
because again, because you got the owl bear, his keywords are common, neutral, large, and animal. And
Mhm.
so because he's got all these keywords, they don't need to put it all in his stat block. So if you know what large does, if you don't know what large does, you can always look it up. Animal. Let's see. Does it give us the information on the animal? I think it would if I. But let's see. He takes. You see, he's got a
Yeah.
green bar there, Chris. Let's say somebody's hit him. Right. I can do damage to him. Right. So 70. Let's say he did 10 points of damage. He's down to
Mhm.
60 points. Boom. Now look. Oh, it's
There we
bars.
go. Okay.
Yeah, look at that, huh?
Cool.
And I can actually toggle his visibility, so I can make him invisible to players. He's
Ooh.
cast invisibility now, or
Ooh.
whatever the reason is. I can bring him back. I can assign status effects.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So if he's clumsy or blinded or dazed, encumbered,
Mm-hmm.
frightened, grabbed, if you're going to grab him because you're using your special feat that your fighter has, you grab him.
Right.
He might be grabbed.
Yep.
Look at that. He's got all the different status effects. We also have combat. What else is there? There is initiative and not sure what that is for. But yeah, so the cool thing is, like I said, is all of this, if I go to, let's do this. Right? If I go to the compendium backs,
Mm-hmm.
you can see there's the bestiaries. And there's bestiary 1, bestiary 2, bestiary 3.
Okay.
There is all the character, all the character different books and everything. So what I'm showing you
Mm-hmm.
is, everything is already incorporated in here. So you don't
Wow.
need to like purchase anything separately. There's a one-time fee of $50 to buy this program. Just like, if you're buying a regular computer program,
Mm-hmm.
$50, one-time fee, no monthly service or anything like that, and you get everything. So I thought for $50, that was a really good deal because as you can see, some of the other places cost a lot of money just to get just to get one book incorporated into. And I'm not saying that that's, something wrong
Right.
with that. It's just, if I can get all the books for $50, that seems to me like a better deal.
Yeah, that's not shabby at all. Yeah. Huh. Cool.
And I will, let's see. I will actually exit out. I'm going to show you this. I didn't mean to bring that up. So we will bring up the Foundry again,
Mm-hmm.
just to show you that I am not homeboy. So you can actually go and let's see here.
Can I join a game session?
If you don't have it, no, I don't
Okay.
believe. I, I don't know. What you should do is download it and install it and try maybe.
Because let's see. Let's go
What I was
back.
going to show you though is I think.
Yeah, go ahead.
If I'm going to create a world, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
No, that only gives me the. I'm going to install a world. No, never mind. Never mind. I was going to show you something, but I'm not sure I can at this time. So, anywho's, yeah, that's it's pretty neat. Like I said, I've already purchased this because I watched some tutorial videos and it looks pretty good. I'm like, for $50, I think it might be a good deal to get into. So I did. What if I log out? Nope, that just lets me log out. Damn. I was going to see if there was a way for me to show you what game modules.
Right.
Oh, here we go. Add modules. Add in modules. So I can install modules, which I already did with Pathfinder. And here are all the different modules that you get. And I just did a search, but I'm sure if you do like Dungeons and Dragons, D&D, here's the D&D 5e.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Compact D&D Beyond. I mean, there's like lots of different modules that you can install. I'm just saying, if you wanted to get this, but you didn't want to play Pathfinder, you could probably do that as well.
Yeah, and I've heard Foundry bandied about the webs in the past couple of years or so. So it's definitely, it looks like a really, really good platform to use. It really does.
Yeah, there's Savage Pathfinder. I have no idea what that is. There's Pathfinder 1E. A few other things. Some of these look like Korean and Chinese and stuff. So I don't know what all that nonsense is about. But anyway, so it comes with a lot of different. It doesn't come just with 2E, but it was recommended if you wanted to play second edition. It would be worth the $50 investment for you because you get all of the different books and rules and everything incorporated in, so you don't need to input any of that data in.
Definitely going to be on my radar. Might replace my next purchase.
If players spend the $50 for the license, then they'll be more inclined to like stick through the game as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I don't know for sure if you need to, as a player, have a license. That's why we need to like test it or something.
Yeah.
Figure it out. If you have to purchase the license just to become a player or not, I don't know. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Let's see what else we got. Is there anything else we got?
Yeah.
Let's see. So that is. Oh, by the way, that map, I incorporated that map. I just saved a map. You can see my map folder. There's my little map that I didn't make. That I downloaded.
Okay, cool.
And that's what it comes with. And you just save it, and then you resize it. So it matches the grid. One grid is the same. And it was a little bit of work, but it wasn't that bad. I mean, what else we got to show you guys? Oh my gosh, we got all kinds of things.
We got so much stuff.
This is PF2E. I think we did PF2easy.com, didn't we?
I think we've done all of the stuff that was in your email.
All right, let's go to this one here then. Wanderer's Guide, which is at wanderersguide.app.
Wanderersguide.app. Oh, let's try to type in wanderers instead of wanderers. There we go.
WANDERERS guide.app.
I'm there.
All right, I need to. So there are builds and GM tools, and I'm not even 100% sure what's on this site yet. I haven't had a chance to really look around, but it came recommended on several. Here's a shop generator. Choose from one of 50 plus shops. Okay, let's see what happens here. Choose a shop. What do you want? Like a level 2, let's go with the level 2 shop. There we go.
Yeah.
All right, inventory size. Let's say they got a lot of stuff and they're going to mark it up by 6%. Generate it. Go. There you go. And it gives you a price for all the.
Oh, that's cool.
You're looking for some, I know you're looking for some soap, Chris. It's 3 copper pieces.
Well, ham tag the odorous.
And a tent, you probably need a tent. It's 66 gold pieces. And hide armor is 33 silver pieces. So yeah, that's kind of cool. So that's neat. What else you got in here?
It's got an encounter builder in here.
Encounter builder. Oh, let's see what we can do. Yeah. Let's see how many goblins we can put against the party. We call this goblin. Oh, wait a minute. I did encounter number 1. I need to.
Can you rename it? Yeah, you can rename it.
Add creatures. There we go. Now we can do it. Now we can.
Gob die.
Let's do Goblin Warrior. Add. Oh, that was easy. 3 Goblin Warriors just like that. What else are we going to add? An owlbear. Let's add an owlbear. Add owlbear. Boom. Oh, look at that. You see, it's giving me red. Mm-hmm. It's extremely difficult for the players.
We could do it.
They're going to die is what he's saying.
I've got 3 goblin warriors, a goblin dog, and a hobgoblin archer, and that's giving me severe.
Ooh.
That would be one that I would that's one that I would throw at 4 level 3 players. I'd do that. I would do a severe in a heartbeat. Because chances are they would come out on top, but they'd have to earn it.
That's nice. Yep. Mm-hmm. Campaign, creating a collection of your player characters, blah, blah, blah. Let's see, campaigns. Is this where, I don't know if this is a campaign. Have you input all your data? It's kind of a nice picture background though. Nope. Yeah, all right. Anyways, that's something to check out. Warfare Guide. Let's see what we got over here. Did I save something good? Oh, look at that. All right, here you go.
Oh yeah, character sheets.
Dry. I'm gonna have to. Here's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to post this in the comments section. Chris, you're gonna have to grab it from there because it's way too long. But this is a fillable character sheet.
Cool.
So you can create a character on the fly.
Paste and go. Oh, it's got me entering the studio.
Huh?
I don't want to enter the studio. All right, let's try it this way.
Copy and paste the link that's in the chat?
Yeah. Because it starts at, because the link was https streamyard.com was the start of it. Got it. Okay. Now I got it taken care of. Let's see. So I just need to get rid of all the crap in front of that.
So this is one of these fillable ones. So and it'll auto generate everything. So, or when you input your ancestry and all, your strength.
Why it's not going right to it though?
Oh, you're gonna have to save it. You have to save it, download it, and save it on your desktop.
Oh, okay.
And then I bet you once you do that,
no, because I'm trying to figure out how. Because I tried to paste it so I could go to it. It won't let me do it.
I'll email it to you later.
That's fine.
Email you the link.
I might have it in my Pathfinder folder that I shared with you. It might be in there. There's a character sheet, second pack edition, where it's actually got character sheets for each class. As you scroll down to it, and there is one for And it's got a character sheet for a companion. It's got the alchemist. Let me do this. Copy. But it's in the folder that I shared with you. It looks very similar to that, yes.
Okay. All right.
Is it fillable?
I'll send you the link anyways if you want to
Yeah.
download it later. It's just it's one of these like you're creating your character out of the book or whatever, and you just instead of writing it down, you can just fill it online here and then save it. So then you can share, through that. What else do we have? We did the Archives of the Nethys. We've already done. We did the encounter one. I think that's about all the things I've come across so far. Oh, one other kind of cool thing, and this is for Dungeons Masters only, right? It's called Token Tool. So you can take your little creature here and say if you wanted to make a token out of it, you could bring in your little guy here and then say I want to make a, and then you can resize your little dude. So you can make like a little token to put on a map. And you can change the border tints.
Yep.
And you can change the size of it and the complexity, and there's all kinds of different things. But it's more for like if you're gonna do like an online resource like Map 20.
Roll 20.
Yeah. Roll 20, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I keep calling it Map 20 for some reason. Roll 20. If you're doing like a Roll 20 and you're gonna make tokens, I was doing that the other day.
Yeah.
Which I guess we should, in all honesty, show that off as well for those people who don't even know.
Yeah.
Roll 20. You can sign up for it's free to sign up for a free account. And then they have, it's a web interface. And I'm trying to remember which one I was messing with that might have some information on it. Let's see, launch the game here. The cool thing about this, which is really neat, is it's all web-based, which means it's all like drag and drop, which takes a lot of that messing around with stuff that the other virtual tabletop doesn't have. You can see here's some tokens that I made in Token Tool. Can you see those?
Yep.
And, the map, dropped in the map. I can literally create a new page, click on the new page. I can grab that map that I had made on the other program.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta do it on the right layer, don't I? Yes, dumb. I forgot. I gotta change layers. So there's a token layer where you use all your tokens. Then you have your map layer.
Mm-hmm.
It's down here, right? Because I switched. Map layer. There it is. There it is. Now I can drag the map over. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Show it off.
And then I'm going to fit the page. There you go. Adjust the page. Sure. So you can see my grids and its grids don't really line up very well. So the cool thing about this is I can literally right click and go to advanced and align the grid. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight 3 by 3 grid on the map.
Mm-hmm.
And the game will know this, and it will automatically adjust my size to fit to that. You can see it did, but it didn't keep it lined up very well. Because the map is a little big, but it did a pretty good job of. Oh, it keeps wanting to move it over. Why? I don't want to move it over. Thanks.
Stop it.
Stop moving it. Right. It did say that what you should do is align your map up in the top left-hand corner. So let's do this again. Align the grid. Give me a 3x3. There you go. And you can see now the grids are much, much better. Lovely. There. And you can see just working with this is so much simpler and easier than that other program. It is so much simpler and easier.
I've seen
Why
you
wouldn't I
do
use
the work
this,
on.
then?
I've seen you do the work on the other one, and it seems a whole lot more intuitive, a whole lot more user friendly. Just observing what you do.
Very user friendly. It's very easy. You don't have to worry about like opening ports on your computer. It's a web page. You just send your players to a web page. They log in, and you're ready to go. I guess the only problem with this, of course, is you have to get the data. Either you have to enter the data yourself, or you got to buy the books and and the resources. Because if you go and do like a search, if we do like Goblin, let's see what we find. If we do a search for Goblin, I was looking for Goblin Warrior. What happened to the Goblin Warrior? Where the hell did he go? So here's the information on the Goblin. There's the Goblin Heritage. Now I want a monster. And you can see that is not a thing. Goblinoid. Let's see here. That just gives me the Goblinoid lore class. Where is? I don't think there is. Yeah, that's where the problem is. I don't have a goblin. You can see that I actually do have a goblin,
right?
But the goblin that is one that I created from scratch. Because you can see all of his stats are 10 to 10 because I'm like, oh man, I do not want to have to do and enter everything. But yes, it gives you the character sheet. If you want to create a goblin, you can create a goblin for free, or you can pay X amount of dollars and buy the book and get all the data for that amount of money.
Well, also Goblin was a ancestry that you could choose, so that is probably
right. That's why when you do a search, it shows up as you can
ancestry.
It has a bunch of ancestry stuff. There's a lore stuff. There's a spell called Goblin Box. There's a bunch of goblin feats and a bunch of heritage feats. Yes, that's why.
Okay.
But if I do like a search for like Owlbear, I don't think we're gonna find any. Oh, there's a talisman, a magic item, but yeah, there's no. So
can you search instead of in the rule book in the bestiary? Maybe if you search in a different book, it'll bring it up.
No, this is everything. This is No, there's this. Oh, I see. No, we're doing a search of all these subclasses. But you see, there's like monsters. Here's the monsters. You see when I click on the monsters folder, there's nothing to show me.
Right. Yeah, but again, that's a character thing. That's not the bestiary. That's not the creatures that we would fight. I'm just wondering if you can get into
because it's got the spells, it's got the items, it's got like if I go to items, see what it comes up with. Because I think it's reading. I think it's reading the fact that I have the second edition core rule book is why I'm getting some of this stuff.
Gotcha.
So it doesn't have like, yeah, if I wanted all the monsters in the bestiary 1, I have to purchase
Got it.
bestiary 1.
That's probably why you can't find it then, because you don't have
Yeah.
that book. Okay. All right.
So if we go,
Yeah. Got it.
if I
Okay.
exit the game, so if you go to the marketplace, you see here is, they have the Dungeons and Dragons as well.
hmm
It's and they have the Star Pathfinder. And see, there's the bestiary 34. So I
Yeah.
mean, you're paying
You
$35,
are.
which again, they're like, you don't have to. You can make your
Mhm.
own tokens, you can make your own pictures, you can put all the data in if you want.
And just keep track
It's
of the
just,
stats
yeah,
for
I mean,
yourself.
you
Yeah.
just have to. I mean,
Mhm.
it's a lot of work to do all that stuff,
Yeah.
and a lot of people are like, no, I'd rather just spend the $35,
hmm It's
which I
convenient.
understand,
And if you're going to be using it a lot, if it's going to be your mainstay for playing
right?
a role playing
I
game,
do
it's worth
like
the
Roll
investment.
20 a lot. For a dungeon master, being able to add maps and add tokens and add characters
Yeah.
and add everything is so simple and easy. It's very quick. I do like that part of it. The other virtual tabletops are not as user friendly. We played with
Mhm.
Fantasy Grounds.
And
We did
there's
a
a
couple training sessions.
steep learning curve on Fantasy
Yeah, there's
Grounds.
a
There
there's a
really
kind
is.
of a learning curve.
Yeah.
We did some training sessions before we even started the game. I had
Mhm.
to purchase the ultimate license, which was like $500. So you guys didn't have to buy the licenses. And
I'm so sorry for that, dude.
it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's nothing. It's nothing
Oh
but a
man.
thing. I chose to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and then of course, with Foundry, right?
hmm
You get all the stuff. So having that stuff is cool, but then you have that antique interface. You have that
Yeah.
problem interface. Is it worth dealing with the problem interface to save you a couple $100 that you won't have to spend on all the different books and everything?
hmm Yeah.
But yeah, I think Roll 20, great. It's fun. It's good. And I don't think, yeah, we didn't use that, but it has I was practicing with the Dungeons and Dragons game from a while ago, and yeah, it has the Pathfinder stuff, and you can set up like a nice little,
hmm
like a background page.
Yeah. I set up an
You
account with
can
Roll 20
click and
years
it'll
ago, but I
email
haven't done much with it in the last 3 or 4 years.
you tell your
Mhm.
players when you're playing, you can it'll send them like an email and all
Yep.
that. And then you just log in and they just go to a web page. It's simple. It's like so simple compared to, remember all the hassle we had trying to connect everyone
Oh yeah. Yeah.
with Fantasy Grounds, and Foundry has the same problem I see because it has this whole tutorial on how to do port forwarding on your computer so you can
Oh
forward the
wow.
ports. So if you don't want to mess with any of that,
Yeah.
which I don't really, to be honest,
hmm
I and I do like the fact that everything looks kind of pretty simple and pretty easy.
hmm
And like I said, oops, where's my little goblin? Let's see if I. Hmm. Yeah, it's because I didn't finish Zeus guys on this one. I was just messing around, just
Got
trying other, different things
hmm
just to see what would happen. Because yeah, I didn't want to spend a lot of time messing with this if I wasn't going to use it.
Right.
So, you
Yeah.
know. So that's a roll 20,
hmm
not what I keep calling it. And then of course with the token tool, I can literally watch this. So this is why roll 20 is great. I'm going to show you this. So I go to this website, I find the image of what I want,
Right.
I create the background. Let's say I actually do like a normal border, which is going to be a monster. I would probably do a maybe something like that. I would go with a little bit darker. I would make this guy like that. All right. So then I just simply download. Right. And then I go to my downloads folder. Oops. That's not what I meant to do. I just go to the downloads folder and I have my map up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I just drag the token over and watch what happens.
Wow. Uploads it right there.
Oh, there it is. And then I can
Holy
just
crap.
click it and I can just
Crop it down.
it
Yep.
to what a 2x2.
That's
and there
cool.
it goes. Right.
That's cool. Wow.
That is really cool.
Yeah, it is.
And then I can go in here, I can rename it, and then I can bring up again, I can open the character sheet.
Give me 10 seconds, guys. Tarask!
Open the character sheet. Let's see, what's the save? Yeah, there. So, and then you have your different conditions that can be affecting them. You can, use different colors for things like, everyone that's got a yellow dot or orange dot, whatever that is,
yeah,
is slowed because of the spell or whatever, blah,
got you.
blah.
Almost like a condition ring kind of thing.
Yeah, like a condition thing.
Yeah.
And then you can actually open the character sheet. Now, why can't I get the character sheet? Maybe because I loaded this guy up and I have to do it from...
Yeah, because it's just a token and it's not necessarily assigned to a...
right. Yeah, exactly. So, right here. Okay, so we got to assign it to something, right? And we don't have any character assigned to that. So what I have to do is I have to create a character. We're going to call this character Owlbear. B-A-R. There we go. Owlbear. That's what we'll call it. Save. Okay, boom. Thanks. So now we can tell this that it is the... All right, now we can probably do it. Thank you. Owlbear. So we can select the owlbear. Now open the character sheet. There we go.
Cool.
So if I had the manual with me right here, I could just, type in all the information, what is strength, dexterity, but there's, I don't have the information.
Got it.
Now, I mean, $35 for a bestiary is pretty good, So $35, you get like 300 monsters, 250 monsters. So it might be worth that. Do you need to have all the other books? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I don't think so. It's up to you. But, it depends on how much information you actually want.
Yeah.
Will GM for food? Yeah. Just are you getting into RPGs? Sweet. Getting into it. We've played RPGs on the channel for years and years. We just haven't done it for a long time, actually.
Yeah.
So yeah, Will, if you're interested, let us know, man. We might be starting up a group here. We haven't finalized anything, but we're looking at all of the possibilities. We're looking at all the different apps out there. We're looking at all the
Pathfinder 2 is looking like a good
Pathfinder
option.
2
brother.
is looking pretty good with all of the
all
the different options.
One more that I found that I want to share with you. Go to real quick, and it was off the Roll20 site, but it's the drive-through RPG page for Pathfinder, and it's PathfinderInfinite.com. Bless you.
Pathfinder, F-I-N-D-R-I-N-F-I-N-I-T-E. Oh, I forgot the
Pathfinder, I-N-F-I-N-I-T-E. Yep. Boom.
There we go.
Pathfinder.
Well, GM says that he's done a lot of 5e and Pathfinder First Edition. Yeah, well, you should find yourself right at home here.
Yeah, we've done a lot of. I've done a lot of 5e in the last 5 years. IDJ actually got me into it with 5e, and it just took off from there with my gaming group. I've never played Pathfinder first, but Pathfinder second is looking kinda.
It is going to be a learning curve. Like I said,
Mhm.
it's going to be more involved, but I think with all the options it gives character for players to make their characters, I think it's going to be worth the investment to learn it and try it. Of course,
It certainly looks approachable enough.
I
It
don't
doesn't
think it
look
looks that
for
difficult.
an more experienced player. It recently, at the very least, it doesn't look like something like no, I don't want to mess with this. It looks very approachable. It does.
Man, I just love that roll 20 and how easy it is to manage. I do like that.
It's doable. I've got a Roll20 account. Can you invite me to your table? To see if it works.
Good question. Can I? What's your
Username is Chris space W period.
hang on, let me exit the game and see here.
Yeah.
Oh, now I don't remember which one we were doing. Launch game. Is there? Let's see here.
Let me see here for this.
Copy game link. There we go. I can copy it.
Uh-huh.
And I will just email it to you here.
Okay.
How about you give me email, dude?
Email.
Oh my god, email.com. Third time's a charm.
Dirt. Yeah, we're getting ready to show everybody how easy it is to join a game on Roll20.
I actually did some Roll 20, I think, with 5th edition just myself at one point.
I years ago was doing the Fate.
Like a one shot, and I would just post it, and I would have people join, and we would play.
Yeah, I had something going with the Fate core system years ago, but it's been really 3 or 4, 5 years since I've done anything with Roll20.
Nope, for me, it's all about the graph paper and physical dice. No, he doesn't do any online stuff.
I kind of agree. Players. Let's see. So I want to do what? Launch game? Is that what I'm doing? Launch game?
Sure. Why not?
Launch game. Think. What's new? Don't care right now. We'll figure it out later. Wants to use my camera, wants to use my microphone.
Yeah, I did mine too. I don't have. Oh yeah, you joined. I see your avatar right there. And I can probably click on this character. Let's see if I can bring a character on the screen, and then tell it to use you as the open character. Oh, that's just a character sheet.
But it does where I can join voice and video, so that's cool. Never
Where does it say like give this character to this player? Like you should have access to this character.
Tips. I don't want tips. What does it give me here?
We'll figure it out. It's not too hard, I'm sure.
No, now that we know how easy it is to join,
which
we can mess around with
upgraded the chat, and then I've got a folder for art library. I've got a folder for characters. If I add, see if you can click on one of these. Do you see this? Do you see anything on the screen?
I have a map of of the Sword Coast, Neverwinter,
Oh, right,
Wonder
because I
Street,
have
Van
to
Dalen.
transport you over here. So all I have
Mhm.
to do is I drag you over to the next screen, and you should pop over here then, right?
I have the owlbear and I have the camp.
All right. Do you see like a blank character?
I do see a blank character.
All right. So you do see everything. So how do
Mhm.
we?
Let's see. What do we have here? That is
Yeah,
chat,
group.
art library,
Oh, that's just probably
journal,
groups.
compendium, jukebox.
Focus. Ping everyone.
Collection.
Ping everyone.
No.
Okay. Paste. Maybe I have to actually bring up. Oh, here we go. 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 So if I right click and then I go, okay, that's his name.
Mhm.
Right. So that's his name. How do I give him to you to? Let's see. No, that's the notes. Represents character name. Yeah, that's fine. Control by. Okay, determined by character settings. It's determined by the character settings. Well, now we know the reason. Okay, so how do we character settings?
I probably would have to have a character set up. Guessing.
No, I don't think so. I don't
No?
think so.
Okay.
Don't think so.
Draw, which I can't do.
I think there's a way to have you determined by character settings. So let me see if there's like a. Oh, okay. Let's see settings.
Mm-hmm.
Character pop out windows.
Mm-hmm.
Automatically sort tokens. Background to do. Jukebox. There's a jukebox.
Yeah, I saw that.
Maybe I have to wait until you join to bring the character to the screen. Let's see.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let's see.
I'm gonna get rid of that
Graphics,
guy.
audio,
Let's try
text,
and bring in another one.
display name. Chris. Character pop out windows. Alphabetically sort.
Determined by character settings.
I'm in settings, but I'm not sure what I would need to do.
Player permissions. Here we go. General. Edit C. Okay, click on the. Let me save the settings. Now, if you click on the little square, do you get all the little boxes that pop up around them?
No, it's not giving me anything. Single click, double click, right click. It's not giving me anything.
No, really. Okay.
Yeah.
I've given it player permissions to see and edit. Do you see his name?
No, I do not. Character pop out windows. Let me click on that. No, doesn't give me anything.
Okay, so I have to click this for. Now you see his name.
I
right?
see Kago Klun.
Okay.
I see a name, but it doesn't let me interact.
I'm sure there's probably an easy way where, like, probably staring me right in the face. I'm sure there's probably somebody.
Devices, WebRTC, text chat.
I'm just looking to see if anyone's gonna.
Options.
So I have the attributes, right. Open the character sheet, which brings up the character sheet. But in the character, maybe I have to do it through the character sheet. Character, there's details of each inventory spell. I mean, it gives you everything. Player name, class size, edit. Oh, here we go. Edit token properties. There's probably like a button or something I got to press that says allow players to use or something like that. I'm sure it's something stupid.
Well, we can get together sometime and figure this out.
Yeah, I guess we can.
Yeah.
I thought we could do this now, but
It would have been cool. But yeah.
it says controlled by, and then it just says determined by character settings. So
I wonder if it is similar to Fantasy Grounds in that I have to have a character loaded in or something of that fashion in order to be able to. I don't know.
So when you see over on the top right hand side, you see tabs for different things. You obviously see the chat.
Yes, on my screen I see the tabs.
So you saw that I just typed something. If you type something,
let me go back to it. Think ID Jester, and I type back.
Howdy. There you go. Yep. All right, I see you. Okay, so
that works.
We see that. If just wondering if I don't have anything on here. Okay.
No.
So what's the other tabs you see?
Art library, journal, compendium, jukebox, collection, and my settings, which I open up because it was up to player settings, but there's nothing in here that seems like what I need to do, you know?
Keyboard shortcuts. There's dice options, text chance options, video and audio, graphics, and personalize and display.
Yeah, I've got all of those options.
So interface, redesign, UI, dark mode, token marker position, bar 1, 2, 3. Okay, that just tells me how everything is gonna. Show to players. This character isn't currently shared with any players. Do you want to share with all players? All right, so let me click.
I have Owlbear.
All right, so now that shows it to you. Can you edit it?
Bio and info, it gives me nothing on that single tab. But it does give me the Owlbear.
How did you get the Owlbear?
It just popped up.
In players' journals, it says all players now. Can be, I got it. Oh, fuck, I knew it was going to be something simple like that. If I just say Chris W. can now edit and control, I bet you can now move the owlbear and do anything you want with it.
It lets me declare that I'm going to move 1 square, 2 squares, 10 feet. So it gives me the option to say where I want to move it. It doesn't let me actually move it.
Okay, hang on. Let's see if there's another edit. Can be edited and controlled by you. It says can be edited. You can't edit it? Like if you click on the owlbear, you should see like a gear icon.
I do not. Edited and controlled. The only thing it permits me to do, it gives me the 4-way arrow thing from my cursor. And if I left click and I move, can you see me saying that I want it to move so many feet?
Yeah, I see.
That's the only thing that it is allowing me to do.
See if you can actually move it.
No, it won't let me move it. It'll let me declare where I want it to move, but it won't let me move it. Yep.
Maybe. Let me think. Are we going to go to the token layer? Maybe is that what's going on? Or that? Oh no, that's GM layer, right? So you have token mode. We have DM mode, which I can put things on that you can't see or do anything with. I can go to map mode and I can move the map around. But you joined really quickly. That was nice.
Yeah, joined right in. So we just got to figure out the rest of it. Pathfinder 2nd edition, because I mean I've got the thing where I can search for in the compendium where I can search for things. So we've got that.
I'm gonna rejoin as a player.
Characters.
Oh, sorry.
Characters under journal. Can I double click the owl bear? I double click the owl bear character sheet. I have it. Edit. Okay, so after that, I have to go to the journal, which is the third tab over on the chat side.
Okay, so but now can you bring up like his character sheet and move it? And
yes. Now it also says plus character. So
I see. Yeah, so I've also got owlbear, right? Okay. So I don't see everything because the DM didn't give me that, right?
No, but I can upload a character.
Cool.
So I can make a character and then upload a character, I think is what it's saying.
Probably have to make a character in their system, though, I'm guessing.
Yeah, character sheet. I can type it in. Okay, so I can make a character sheet here. I can create a character for that Pilbrezu Sinasa.
Oh, for your characters. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yes. Okay. So you made this guy. Oh, yeah, because it's purple, right?
Yeah.
And if I bring him to the table, you did the same thing.
Yep, right. I did.
All right. So can you move him around the table now?
It won't let me move him around the table. No, still won't do that.
Okay, so it's got to be hang on. It's probably got something to do with the map then. What's going on with the map where the map is not letting people move things? Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's paused. Like, is the game paused? Let me go back. Is there like a pause button or anything? No.
Art library, chat, compendium.
So are you? So on the left hand, very very left, there should be a bar that has like select and like a little hand and a little paintbrush. Do you see any of that stuff?
Select, move, pound. Got it.
Okay.
Select, move.
Yeah, we're all learning something new. We're all learning.
We are. Yes, we are.
So now, can you put your character name out there? If you go to, if you click on the character, go to the little gear.
Open character. Character name is going to be Hamtag.
And then click on the little nameplate, and it'll show us your nameplate underneath your character.
Changes.
We can set up a token for you.
I changed the name, but it didn't show. So why? Let's see. We're going to figure your stuff out.
I'm almost done, but I'll get it.
Settings.
Did you find it?
Name.
So when you click it,
settings
there should be a red ball, a green ball, and a blue ball, and then down below it is going to be a gear and a tire.
Almost a little yin yang kind of thing, yeah.
So if you click on the gear,
settings,
it's going to bring your token settings. Yes.
Yep.
You're going to see represents character ham tag. Underneath that name ham tag, and then to the right of that it's nameplate. You need to check that box that says nameplate.
I don't have nameplate.
Oh, really?
I have token settings. I have general, my name, open character sheet, and then token bars. Yes.
So you're green, blue, red. And so like if we decide the DM says, oh, you put your hit points in the red bar, your armor class in the green bar or whatever.
Gotcha.
Then you would just put that information in there.
Okay. Blank for no bar. So we'll say we've got 45 hit points. Why not? We'll say armor movement is 30. We'll say armor class is 18. Save settings. And nothing came up. Well, maybe I have to have this. So 45, 30. See what that does. Save. Boom.
Yeah. Yep. And it all popped up there now.
Yep. 18's armor class, 45's hit points, 30 is speed. Oh, but it's got different stuff there. It would stand for something else because all 3 bars are right there above my character. But how do you get the name there? That's what I want to know. I typed in
maybe I have to put the name because I see where it says nameplate, but you don't. And now you should see.
There it is. Yep.
Yeah. So I must have to do that. I don't know.
Huh.
Right.
Well, then we're going to figure this out.
Of course.
We're going to figure this out.
Of course, the best bars and open bars is Will GM for food.
There you go.
I mean, it's pretty intuitive. I started watching some Roll20 videos, and there's a lot of cool things I was watching, but I was like, I don't know if I want to spend all that money incorporating things. But like I said, I might just buy the book, the monster book, because that would save me a lot of time with the monsters. I can do a lot of the NPCs and the maps and the tokens myself. So
yeah.
And connection was really good. I'm just afraid that with the other thing, it would be a pain in the ass to try to connect. The cool thing is, so now I can have all these different layouts. So like the first one, if I go back and I bloop, wherever I put the little tag, that's where the player is. So you should see like an overview of the world.
Yes, I do.
And so like we can say, oh, you're starting in Neverwinter, and your mission is to go into the Neverwinter woods. And we can actually I can actually do things like draw a line and say, oh, you guys are traveling along. You see like a little pink thing? Like a pink line?
Yes, I do. I see that.
Yeah, it pops up after saying,
You're
the party comes, you're following along the river as you're traveling in towards the woods, and you're supposed to meet somebody here. Whatever. I can do like this. I can actually type in.
Everyone make me a perception check.
Undead. You can't really see that right this second. Undead hollow. All right, so let's see if I can. Let's see if I can make it maybe a little bigger. Oh, you gotta be no. Oh yeah, all right. I gotta choose a hand, right? Yeah, that's what.
Oh, I see Undead Hollow typed in. It's very small. When I zoomed in, though, I do see it.
Yeah, there should be like a bluish one now.
Yeah, the blue is up by the mounds, but I also see it typed in right above the.
That's the one.
You can barely see it, but I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah, probably if I chose a better color, it'd be a little easier to see. But I'm just showing you things we could. So you can type on things. You can. The other thing is we can always reset the fog of war. Okay, so now do you see anything?
I see everything.
Okay, so there wasn't any fog of war set up on this. All right, so let's see if I can reveal areas. Let's hide areas. I gotta select it. I see.
Went black.
Now you won't see anything.
Nope.
Right. So obviously I can.
You can obscure parts of the map where we don't know what's what.
Reveal areas. There we go. Oof. I can say, okay, you're going to start here, and you're going to.
And I see that so far. Yep, all the
Yeah.
way to the T in the
Well,
right
that's cool.
place. See that?
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, cool.
Pretty
All right.
neat, I would say.
Okay. All right.
You can. Here's the other thing. So, where is your character? Your
Let's
character
see.
was on this map, right? So
I'm gonna bring him right there. I'm on it.
okay, bring him
Yep.
on to the
I'm
first
on. I'm
page.
on Neverwinter.
You're on Neverwinter. All right, in the open area, right?
Yep.
All right, I gotta remember to select. All right. I think I can do it and set it up where maybe I have to do it in the character settings. Maybe it might have to help me look for it. But there's a way to set up each character to like have a certain vision radius around them. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right, where they can only see the 30 feet or whatever.
right or
Or if they
whatever.
have dark vision out to 60 kind of thing.
Right,
Yeah.
something like that. I think there's a way to do that. Yeah, this might be watch a video again on this.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember how to do it, but there's a way to do things.
This might be the way to go right here, man.
Mayor, GM mode, that mayor. Group, ungroup, is drawing, flip horizontally, flip to do, lock position, set dimensions, focus ping, ping. To front, undo, yeah. Oh, we'll figure it out sometime.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. This could work.
Playing, yeah.
Naughty.
Playing Pathfinder in the Forgotten Realms.
No, we're in always winter. We're in always summer. That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
We're in always
summer.
And
then there's let's see if I switch to the other screen. All right, you should see another area.
I only see an area bordering a leafy area with shrubs to the right and shrubs to the left with a boulder right in the middle.
Yeah.
About 4 squares the whole way across and another 4 squares on the bottom right.
Yeah, you should start about right where I just pinged.
Yep. That's where.
Can you bring your character in there?
I'm going to do that. I can see from here up to here.
Yeah.
And then this is the corner of the long part, which goes all the way over to here and down to here and roughly back to this corner here and then back down to this bottom line here and then back over.
Yeah.
That's what I can see.
It's because the forest is too thick. You can't see into it.
Cool.
Maybe a little bit farther in, but maybe, not that
not
far.
Much. Not much. No, yeah.
It's a thick forest, right? We want to represent a thick forest.
Yes, it is.
Obviously, when things open up a little bit, you should be able to see a little bit more of the open areas.
And actually, from my vantage point right there, you could even take like from here all the way to there and make it so I can't see it.
Right, dark.
I haven't come around the bush, Right.
Yeah. And then I can always reset the fog. Let's see if I reset it, then it's all gone black, right?
Correct.
All right, that's what I thought. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because
I think this is one of the ones I was testing.
Okay.
Okay, you guys are going to start here. We'll just, it's dark, it's kind of getting night out. It's hard to see, and the forest is thick. It's hard to see into the forest. You don't know what's there.
Right.
That's cool.
That.
All right, so that's good. It's good to see. Cool. All right, so next thing we need to test sometime is have you make a character and see if you can import it into.
Yes, Will, absolutely, because that's probably about the time frame we're looking at, man. Yeah, get set up with Roll20. Absolutely.
If you had to join a game, where's directory tutorial? I don't know if there's like I was looking to see if there's a way to like if it tells you to join a game, you must have a character. I have a feeling you don't need to have a character because I can, like I said, I can create a character ahead of time. You can just join and I can just give you permissions to run it, just like I did the owl.
No, and when I click
But it
on
would be
my
neat to see
character, I
if you
have a
create your own.
character sheet, and I can enter all the information from my character sheet on there.
Let's see if there's a way.
So I'm going to have to create a character and then put that on there, and then we can mess with it.
I'm just wondering how you would do that though, because it's almost like you need to.
It's got the little setting marks next to all the skills.
What I'm saying though is if I'm not in the game anymore, right? So I left the game.
Oh, okay.
And so I was like, oh, I'll create a character, but I can't. Like, there's no like create character button or something. It's like you have to be in a game to actually create. You know, it has to like load up. It's got to load up the game interface so you have all the information so you can build a character.
Right. And I'm still in the game, so I'm still able to see.
I think there is. Okay, so let me. I'm going to do one more thing, and this is going to help you a lot. I bet. We'll see. Okay. We'll see if it does. Oh, wait a second. Settings, copy game, no. Delete game, no. Next game will be blah, blah, blah. Recent game discussion topics. Thanks, Will GM, for food. See you later, buddy. Thanks for coming by, man.
Definitely.
Let me launch the game real quick because I want to see if we got to import something, if it's got to be a certain. Because I know with this one program, the Path Builder, right? The Path Builder program. When I created my characters, I'm like, oh, I want to save them. I went to File Save.
Right.
And it said, or I wanted to export my character, so I could export my character as a PDF.
Oh, and then port it into Roll20.
Right, or it would let me export it as a JSON program. Now I know the other virtual program was using JSON.
Export to JSON. Okay.
Right? But I'm wondering if Map20, if it uses a PDF or if it uses JSON. So if I go upload, no, I go
character. Upload has to be a JPEG. Oh, that's art. That's not what we want. And that's a default token. That's not what we want.
No, I want
cancel.
I want, okay, here's the, is there a way to import, edit?
File info, character sheet.
Duplicate our character. I'm just trying to figure out if you want to save, like if you create a character in one of those other programs, do you want to save it as a JPEG or a JSON or a PDF? Because I don't know what you need to import it over here.
We'll have to find out. Yeah. Roll20. How do I import a character sheet into Pathfinder to E? I don't know if it'll tell me or not. Just before assigning character sheets, navigate your character sheet. Once your character sheet is created, that's how to create a character.
Clicked upon.
Plus, navigate. Control by tags, boom, bio info, GM notes, token. using it, and that's not what we want. Let's go back. Journal. Development, Pathfinder 2nd edition.
You think there would be like an import button? Like you just click the import button and then it asks you, oh, import character? Yes. Sure. Drop it in here or whatever. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to experiment because I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to export my character as a JSON. And then it says the JSON file, your character has been exported, and I have a JSON number, which allow me to import it into the Foundry VTT module.
It looks like there is a character vault on Roll20 under Game Management. Help Center Game Management Character Vault. Allows you to store your own characters so that you can use them in multiple games without the need to recreate from scratch each time.
All right, I'm just going to call this character 1. All right, I exported it as a PDF. Let's see if I can bring it in as a PDF now. So I'm going to create a character. I'm going to say this guy. And character sheet, I'm going to see if I can just drag this up. That did not work at all.
Anywhere.
Of course not.
Create. Tools, character, navigate the tools character vault, and then take a look at the character vault and create a character. So you got to create a character on Roll20, and then you can bring them in. So I'm going to do that, and at some point we'll get together and see if I can bring that character in.
All right. Well, I think we got a good start of stuff. We got a round. I mean, 2 weeks ago, I didn't know nothing about nothing. Now I know a little bit about something. I'm not sure what I know, but I know a little bit.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of resources out there, and it's definitely worth a look at for you guys, one way or the other. So thanks everyone for coming out.
I've got 10 links in this. 10 links in this Pathfinder 2E in my folder. Awesome. Yeah, I've got 10 links already just from tonight.
If there's any other links that we should know about, put them in the comments section down below. Yep. Leave us a comment and said, you guys are dumb. You forgot about this.
We don't know everything, contrary to popular belief.
I know everything. I just don't know he knows everything.
That's okay. It's his department.
We'll see you next time. Take care, guys.
Take care. Thanks, guys.